What is up, everybody? So there are some justice groups that are now pushing for the new DNA testing to be done in the West Memphis 3 case. This comes from arctimes.com and is linked in the description below. The headline states, justice groups push new DNA testing in West Memphis 3 case. The Innocent Project and two other advocacy groups have urged the Arkansas Supreme Court to allow new DNA testing technology in Damien Echols' decades-long effort to prove his innocence. The other groups are the Center on Wrongful Conviction and 69 people who say they were wrongfully convicted individuals who spent years, for most decades, in prison for crimes they did not commit. Among others joining the 69 exonerees are Amanda Lewis, a research associate at Georgetown University, and Jennifer Thompson, who mistakenly identified the wrong man as her rapist. Eventually, he was exonerated and they became friends and wrote a book together. In 1994, Damien Echols, Jason Baldwin, and Jesse Miskelly were convicted of the 1993 killing of 3 West Memphis children, Stevie Branch, Christopher Byers, and Michael Moore, all 8 years old. Echols was sentenced to death. In 2011, a long campaign to prove the men's innocence ended in an agreement in which the men asserted innocence but accepted their convictions and were released from prison. Now, Echols wants the court to allow a form of DNA testing that wasn't available in 1994 to examine DNA on the shoelaces used to hogtie the slain children. A county circuit court judge last year denied Damien Echols' request, saying the law required that the person be incarcerated to obtain such testing at this point. Echols has appealed to the state Supreme Court. In a brief supporting Damien Echols' appeal of the judge's ruling to the Arkansas Supreme Court, the Innocence Project wrote, "But the Act 1780 contains no such requirement. Imposing one would deny wrongfully convicted individuals access to DNA testing that could conclusively establish their innocence." The exonerees in supporting Damien Echols' bid wrote, "The suffering of an innocent man should not rest on whether he has to make the choice to remain in prison to obtain a DNA test or to obtain his freedom and be denied a test that could fully exonerate him. Exonerees suffer enough upon release. Damien Echols should not be exposed to any further suffering by being denied a DNA test that could fully exonerate him." The Center on Wrongful Conviction wrote, "The use of such technology can not only free the wrongfully convicted, but also provide closure and solace to the victim's family." We also noticed today that Justice Cody Hilland recused from the Echols case last month. He did not cite a reason. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders later appointed Marcia Hernsberger as special justice. Hernsberger retired this summer as a judge in the 18th Judicial Circuit. So I always thought it was weird. When this started happening, I thought it was strange that they're denying testing that could help actually prove who did it. If the courts in West Memphis are so sure that the West Memphis 3 committed this crime, why not do the test to prove it once and for all? What do they have to lose by, in their mind, confirming what they think is the truth? And on the flip side of that, if there is a chance, if there was a chance in their mind, if there was a small chance that Damien Echols and the West Memphis 3 are innocent, wouldn't they want to find out who actually committed the crime? Unless they are allegedly, I'm not saying this is what they're doing, unless they are allegedly covering up something that happened in the past. Was there somebody involved that they don't want information coming out on? Otherwise, why wouldn't they just do the test and be like, ha, and we told you that the West Memphis 3 were guilty, and here's the proof. It's very strange that they're denying this test. It's nothing on them to do this test. They just don't want to do it because it seems like they are scared of the truth coming out. Yes, they're going to state, we already know the truth. The boys accepted an Alford plea. They accepted their guilt, but maintained their innocence, blah, 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 blah. But there's been so much controversy Since this happened, since they got released in 2011, you would think they would want to put it to bed once and for all and state, "We told you so, the boys are guilty." Or, find the people that actually murdered those 3 8-year-old boys. It's wild to me that they just won't do it to put some closure on this case. What do you think? Let me know. Leave some comments below. I hope you're having a good day, and I will see you again soon.